The woman asked why the body had bells on its ankles. The coroner told her it was to prevent fake deaths. In the past, when medicine was less advanced, it was difficult to distinguish between coma and death. The bells became a coroner's tradition.
So if they had it taken, they knew somebody down there wasn't quite ready to go.
As soon as the words were out of her mouth, the woman curiously tried to lift the shroud. They thought it was just a farce, but soon they couldn't laugh anymore. It all started with the body of a woman who was brought in on short notice. She came from the scene of a bizarre murder. Apart from the murder weapon, the only thing that could be found at the scene was this half-buried and unidentified female corpse. On the surface, she's fair-skinned and beautiful. There's not a single blemish on her body. Even with the naked eye, it's impossible to tell that she's dead. But when the father and son opened her eyes, they were surprised to find that her pupils were completely gray. Obviously, she had been dead for days. What's even more bizarre is that all the bones in her limbs were broken, but there was no trace of trauma or bruising on the outside. This clearly defies medical reasoning. It wasn't until son Jim opened the body's mouth they finally found the only wound. Her tongue had been severed in its entirety. When they saw this, Father Tom was reminded of a human smuggling case 15 years ago. The body was very similar to the two girls he'd dissected at the time. The severed limbs could be the result of the chains holding her hands and feet together. As for the tongue, it was cut out to prevent noise. Of course, this is only his speculation. The actual results of the autopsy will have to be determined. But just as his father was about to make the cut, something strange happened. The radio suddenly turned on automatically. A woman screamed, then a song began to play. But the father and son didn't pay attention to it. They just thought it was a malfunction of the radio. And the father started the autopsy. With the gentle stroke of the scalpel, bright red blood gushed out from the wound. Again, this does not make sense. Only the living or the recently dead would bleed like this. What's even more unbelievable is that when father pried open the body's chest with an iron clamp and was shocked to find that her internal organs seemed to have been burned. According to common sense can cause such serious internal damage, the body would have at least third-degree burns.
It's like finding a bullet in the brain, but with no gunshot wound.
While the father and son were puzzled, suddenly there was thunder outside the house. The lights went on and off. Then there was a sudden crash outside the door. Jim was curious and went out to check. When he looked up, he saw a strange figure in the mirror. But as he approached, the figure disappeared without a trace.